Hey everyone, I welcome you all to this session. And this is the second lecture of SQL series. And today we are going to discuss about some other SQL questions and examples. And through those questions and examples, we will try to understand about some of the SQL queries and we'll try to understand about some of the concepts. So I have already opened SQL Server Management Studio. And here I'll click on New Query. Fine. Now we will be using a database by the name practice, right? So this is the database that we are going to use, and in this database there's a table by the name sales April 2019, and we are going to use this table for the analysis, right? So first of all, from here I will have to select the database, and let's write select star from the table name. This will give you entire table in the output, right? So I'll click here on execute, and this is the output that we have. So this is the table that we are going to use, and we will try to understand about various SQL queries, right? So let's say I am interested to see only product column in the output. So for that purpose, in place of this star, I can write select. I will copy this, and in place of star I'll write product. When you will type 2-3 letters only, it will the IntelliSense will show you that there's a column by the name product, so you can just select this column and write it here. Now press shift up arrow key and then control E. So now you can see that in the output we have only product column, right? So this shows you the names of the products. Now let's say I want to arrange the output in the let's say ascending order, or let's say descending order. So after this select product from DBO sales April 2019, I can write order by name of this column, that is the product column. I'll select it from here and shift up arrow key and control E. So now you can see that the name of certain products appear multiple times, right? You can see that this 27 and 4K gaming monitor, this is appearing so many times, and there are other products as well which are appearing so many times. Now I am interested in knowing only and only about the distinct products. I want to see distinct products in the output. So for that case, what I'll do, I'll first of all copy this much part and I'll write it here. And before this product, the name of the product column, I will write distinct. I will write select distinct product from this particular table, and I'll press shift up arrow key and control E. So now you can see that we are left only and only with 21 rows, because the name of each product is occurring only once, right? So you can use this particular keyword, distinct keyword, to get distinct products from this particular table, right? Similarly, if let's say you want to know about distinct values in any other column, so for that case also you can use distinct keyword. Now let's run this particular statement again that we have written at the top. So this is the entire table, right? This is the table that we have. Now let's say in place of this product column, let's say I want to know about the distinct values in some other column. Let's say I am interested in knowing about the distinct values in order date column. So in place of product, I will write nothing but order date, right? So what I'll do, shift up arrow key, control C, control V, and in place of product, I will simply write order date. So IntelliSense shows you that this is the column that we have in this particular table. And now shift up arrow key, control E. So this gives you unique order dates in this particular table, right? Now let's say I'm interested in knowing about the combination of distinct product and order date from this particular table, right? So how can I write that? So in that case, control V, after this product I will simply write comma, and then I will specify the name of the second column, that is order date. And I'll run this particular statement. And this now gives you the distinct, it shows you only that those values in the output where we have distinct combinations of product and order date column, right? So it will look at the distinct combinations of product and order date column, and it will give you only those particular values in the outcome, right? Like you saw in the beginning, we were having 1001 rows. Now here we are having only 1000 rows, right? Because we have these many distinct combinations of product and order date column. So that's how we can make use of this distinct keyword to get distinct values from a single column or multiple columns, right? You can specify and mention it in this way or this manner, right? So that's the thing. Now let's discuss and talk about some other queries as well. First of all, I will execute the statement that we have written at the top. This is our table, right? This is the table that we are using. Now let's say I want to see only those records where quantity ordered is equal to 1, right? I don't want to see those records where quantity ordered is having any other value other than 1. I want to see only those records where quantity ordered is equal to 1, right? So for that purpose, what I can do, I will write select. First of all, let's write select star from this particular table. Double click and bring it here, and in place of this star you can specify, let's say I want all the records, so you can simply write select star from this, and let's say I want to see only those records where quantity ordered is equal to 1. So you can simply write where quantity ordered is equal to 1 and shift up arrow key and control E. So this will give you only those records where quantity ordered, the value of the quantity ordered column is equal to 1. So here you can see we are having only 907 such records, right? So these are the records where we have quantity ordered as 1, right? Now let's say there can be like multiple conditions, right? And there can be conditions on multiple columns, and let's say I am interested in seeing only those records where quantity ordered is equal to 1 and price each is equal to 600. I am interested in, I want to see only those records in the output where quantity ordered is equal to 1 and price each is equal to 6. So what I can do, I'll press Ctrl R, and after this where quantity ordered is equal to 1, ordered equal to 1, I'll write one more condition. I'll specify and price each, and IntelliSense shows you that this is the column that we have, is equal to 600. Shift up arrow key, Control E. Now you can see that we are having only 42 rows, right? Because in these particular records that we have in the output, price each is equal to 600 and quantity ordered is equal to 1. So that's what we specified, right? Now it will see actually this particular statement, what it will do, it will check that we have to fetch only those particular records where price each is equal to 600 and quantity ordered is equal to 1. Both these conditions must be true. If both these conditions will be true, only in that case you will get the output. You will get those records from the table as the output, right? Now let's say in place of this and, let's say I write or, and then let's see what happens. Control C, Control V, and in place of this and I will write or. Shift up arrow key, Control E. Right now you can see that we are having 907 records. Why? Because this particular statement will fetch all those records from this particular table where either quantity ordered is equal to 1 or price each is equal to 600, right? But if I'll talk about this particular statement that we have written previously, then it will check that quantity ordered must be 1 and price each must be 600. Both the conditions must be met. Only in those cases it will give you the output there. That's why we were having only 42 records in the output when we run this statement, this particular statement that I've selected in blue color, right? And if I talk about this statement that I've selected now in blue color, so this will fetch all the records from the particular table where either quantity ordered is equal to 1 or price each is equal to 600, right? So this is how we can use and or, right? And since here in these two statements we have specified select star, so in the outcome, in the output, we will see all the columns. Let's say in place of this star, I specify some particular columns, right? Let's say, let's copy this. And let's say here in place of star, I want to specify name of a particular column. Let's say I want to specify order ID, right? So it will give you only those order IDs where quantity ordered is equal to 1, either quantity ordered is 1 or price which is equal to 600. Now press Control E. So this is the outcome that you'll get, because in place of select star, you have specified select order ID. So in the output, you can see order ID only. If I'll specify more than one columns after order ID, if let's say I write, let's say the name of some of the column, let's say I'm writing price each. And now if we'll run it, then you can see that we have these two columns in the output, that is order ID and price each in the output, right? And this is the outcome where either quantity ordered is equal to 1 or price each is equal to 600. We can specify name of one more column if we want to. So I can write quantity ordered and I'll run this particular select statement. And this is the output that we get, right? So we are having 907 rows. So these were some of the SQL queries and some of the questions that we have discussed. We will discuss about more such topics and more such questions and examples, and we'll try to cover all the basics of SQL. So I think that's all for this session. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, thank you. Bye-bye.